you say anything to me?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, the nurse caterpillar. Is that what it is?
it's a tomato hornworm.
Yeah, does it turn into a butterfly? Is it like a giant moth at some point?
I don't think I'll do that. She probably. Yes. It does turn into a hawk moth, I think is what it's called. No, that's a little moth.
Well, there's other big moths other than that one, you know? Big body at least. Decent size. Cool.
Anyway, I didn't see it, but I saw a tomato sitting on the plate and with a bite out of it, and I was like, which one are you children? I literally asked Maggie, I was like, who did this? I thought one of them walked up and just like chewed on it on the plate.
That's so funny.
And then, we were sitting there for a good like couple minutes after that. I was picking tomatoes, and then I happened to touch it, and I was like, what is that? And I actually saw it because it blends in perfectly with
it. Does. I mean, you sent me a video. I had to watch it twice before I saw.
That's crazy.
The moth too, or the horned worm, as it may be.
Yeah. Yes, and Matthew has named it. It is Tomato Oreo.
Tomato Oreo.
Mm-hmm.
That's an original name for him.
Yes. Well, first it was, we should name it Little Puppy. I was like, no, that's Little Puppy's name. Then we should name it Finn. No, that's the dog's name. So we thought a little longer. I think we should name it Tomato. We can name it Tomato. That's a great name for a tomato hornworm. Or for a tomato worm. And,
somehow it became Tomato Oreo.
Goes, what's his middle name? And I was like, I don't know. What should we name it? And I think he said Tomato, and I was like, well, that's his first name.
Tomato.
Right.
Tomato.
That would be funny. Tomato, and I was like, no, that's his first name. He goes, well, what is his first name? Tomato. Like, is there an echo in here? Not really, but so he thought for a moment, and he was like, I think it should be Oreo. And I was like, Oreo it is.
I feel like Charlotte should get some credit for that one.
Oh. Well, that wasn't what I was expecting to happen.
Whoopsies.
Let's try to tighten that up a little bit.
You know what they say about oops.
I like to run that right over my head.
They make the best skirts? I don't know. They make the best skirts?
Sure.
Definitely didn't mean anything else by it.
No, not the same day.
Nope.
Amanda texted me today.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's why I texted you about the company. She's like, hey, would you guys want to meet at the park during the meeting tonight? And I was like, oh yeah, that sounds like a great time, it would be really fun to have something to do. And then she started, towards the elder meeting, and I was like, well, I think it's governing, but because I said, well, Caleb will be on too, and she goes, oh, well, if Caleb's gonna be home, we can do it on the week of the governing board meeting. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is that. So we're going back and forth. I was like, I think that is this week.
She doesn't have to stay quite on top of it as you do because she's loses her husband both times anyways.
Exactly.
So the distinction might not matter as much to her.
No, I wouldn't think that it does. Did you or did you not say that my dad bowed out of it
He bowed out of it.
this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I remember.
He has a private equity meeting.
Oh.
They're taking him out to dinner or something.
Not getting fired on your company is kind of important.
Yeah. It's just kind of crazy that he's part of another restructuring like that again. You know? Like, it was...
Is this like the third?
Is that the Grim Reaper? At this point, private equity should just hire him to be a takeover guy.
Yeah. Well, I think, like, from what I heard, they want to keep him, supposedly.
Well, that's good.
But, I don't know, I feel like that changes at the drop of a hat, you know? Like, new management.
It definitely changes at the drop of a hat.
I walked out of her bedroom at 7:15. Matthew's sitting on the couch. He goes, Mama, look at me! I was like, what's going on? He's like, all dressed, ready for the day. I was like,
no, bad.
Good morning. Obviously, I wanted to be careful not to, you know, because, yeah, absolutely. When you get up, get yourself dressed. Thank you. However.
Well, and he's not wearing a diaper anymore, so.
All right, no. And if it had just been, come down, go potty, and go back up to bed, that's fantastic.
Well, he's not going to go back to bed if he's not tired.
So. That was just. Well, then he's like, can we stop? I was like, Matthew, I use this time to get ready for you guys to be awake. If there's time after that, we can snuggle. Like, dude.
I must have heard you saying you don't have enough time in the day. I was like, perfect. I'm going to wake up earlier.
Pretty much.
You must be getting up before Charlotte then.
Matthew?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's not waking her up.
She was squawking a little bit. Not crying. No, I was not going to rush that.
You do not need to adjust her sleep schedule.
Particularly not, and she really does need sleep.
Oh, yeah. I think he does too.
Oh, yeah.
That's the thing that he might not realize.
Yeah.
Smooth. It's just a nice, soft, very smooth.
Very good. Hey Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes. question. Avery actually has a question for the council.
Oh, who's the council?
At what point after you start going on dates are you considered dating?
After you've had the DTR. Define the relationship. Conversation.
I don't feel it. That's a thing, though.
It is, though.
Okay, when did we have a DTR, Caleb?
Okay, it's not always a thing. That doesn't mean it's not a thing. If there's a question, you're not dating. That's basically what it is. If there is a question in your mind, if you're dating or not, you need to have a conversation if you want to be dating. Otherwise, you're not dating.
Gotcha.
Because otherwise, feelings are going to get hurt.
Sure.
You know? One way or another, feelings are going to get hurt. They're like, well, we weren't dating. That's why I kissed another woman.
Hmm?
That's why I kissed another woman. We weren't dating. We were on a break. As some men might say. Named Ross.
Yeah. I don't know if it was real. I didn't actually. It only just occurred to me now that it might have been AI and I hadn't been paying attention for it. But supposedly they played Dolly Parton 9 to 5 at Buckingham Palace.
Really?
Like on the whole trumpet band or whatever.
It's a little overdone, I think.
I fear. Yeah. But I mean she was around for a long time and she did some nice things, her imagination library was fun.
Can I be honest? I don't know. I don't get what the big deal is.
I feel like she was kind of up there with Betty White. More on the singing side than the acting side, of course, but...
I don't know that Betty White was all that, we put these people on a pedestal. I don't know that everyone necessarily deserves to be on a pedestal. I don't know. I don't really care all that much about celebrity deaths. Especially when it's just old age. It's one thing if it's Charlie Kirk getting murdered, but...
That's different than a celebrity death.
Well, I mean, he was a celebrity.
That is a political death.
That's why yes, exactly.
I don't know. I feel like Dolly Parton, I had thought, that I looked at her and was like, oh, she's so old for so long. But, it just felt like she was ageless. She was just not.
Yeah, I mean, she's been wearing
aging,
old lady
that
makeup
makes
for the
sense.
last 30 years.
At least.
So yes, her look has not changed. But that's only because she's looked old.
I mean, yeah. But I don't know, I feel like she just looked old for so long that I just got used to her being old for so long. And I was just like, oh, wait a minute. She actually I don't know. You don't see people. When you see people and notice, oh, they're kind of older.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see them that way for 30 years usually.
I mean, you haven't even been alive for 30 years.
Exactly. So at some point, I feel like it's easy to just be like...
It's because they're
Not because they're immortal, but just because they've always been old, so they always will be old and just won't never die the natural. You know, have things go the natural course of dying of old age. I don't know. It was just weird. I can't say that I've actually ever seen anything with Dolly Parton in it. Or listen to much of the music.
Yeah, I mean, working 9 to 5 is about all I know.
Right.
And now it's, you know.
Who wrote Jolene? Was that Dolly Parton? Dolly Parton?
Probably.
I don't feel like it was, but I can't think of who it was, actually. I was to the garden this morning.
Dolly Parton.
It was Dolly Parton. Hey. Except I said I didn't think it was. So you know what? Points. I do not get the points.
You get half the points. Kind of toasty here.
I've had the windows, the curtains closed most of the day. And it was very cold when we got up this morning, so I turned off the air conditioning. And as many or as little words as you have to do with.
Productive. She's about all I can ask for. A lot of meetings. A lot of meetings.
All about what in the world was that last week? Or 2 weeks ago?
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. But it was like, why haven't you taken care of this? It's like, well, because I was on the floor and I'm still catching up on meetings. I get in, I see an email from the safety manager. Hey, have you gotten to this request I had? It's like, no, I haven't. And I haven't, even if I did, I wouldn't be able to do it because the stupid report isn't working. Like the data source isn't working.
Oh.
And it's been like that for a while. And I've spent hours and hours and hours on this. And it'll get fixed for a week. And then it'll break again. And I'm tired of wasting my time on this. Literally dozens of hours on this thing.
Wow.
And he added the manager of the person that owns it. It's like, can you share the information? It's like, sure, let me fix it again. Well, and then I'm like, you know, they have the reports set up so that I cannot even do testing during. They have it set up so I cannot refresh the reports during the day. So if they're failing, I literally have no visibility as to why. I have to write a script. I have to try it. I have to make one change, apply it, and come back the next day and see if it failed overnight or not.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a complete pain.
So now it's working on manual refresh. Hooray. I have zero confidence it's going to work on overnight refresh. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I have much better things to do with my time than do this report. Like I don't even get any accolades for doing this report. It's just expected. Oh, that I'll provide it for them. You know. Like, well, you're the data guy. It's like, no, you should have someone from your team do your data stuff.
Mm.
So it's a sore subject. I forgive him.
So it's someone else's like issue.
Yeah, someone else provides the data, and I'm supposed to, I have a report that I've maintained for like 4 years now.
Yeah.
For the command center. But they've recently made a change to like the data supply, like in the last year or so. They've changed it so that because the old data source used to work basically 100% of the time without issue.
Yeah.
They've changed it, and I have issues. I told them it's been down as much as it's been up this calendar year. We're 8 months in. It's been down for 4 months. Like, I haven't been able to refresh the report 4 months out of the year.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Is it working for, like, is that the only thing it's supposed to do?
For me.
Okay.
I mean, I'm sure it supplies other people with things as well, but if your infrastructure isn't able to handle the volume of requests, upgrade your infrastructure, or say, hey, we can't handle this volume of requests. Don't tell me it's supposed to work and then not support it.
Right.
So, well, I feel bad because I'm kind of acting like a brat about it. Like, I don't want to be a whiner.
Right.
I'm not trying to flame this data analyst and be like, his stuff isn't working, but at the same time, your stuff isn't working,
and you're the one.
And there's no communication about it. Like, yeah, it's an issue we're working on. No, they just assume everything's fine.
Well, yeah.
It's absolute crap.
No, if they're going to come after you for not having this report, then they need to realize that that's actually not on you. What the thing that you need is not working because it belongs to someone else and they're not fixing it. Right?
Pretty much.
Right. It's not that you're afraid of work, and it's not that you don't want to do work when there's no recognition for it, but
it is a thankless task at the same time. So it's like, I don't want to do something if I'm only going to get blamed when it doesn't work.
That's fair.
When it's not.
Especially when it's literally not your circus, not your monkeys.
It's not my priority. It's
you
like,
did not
yeah.
Program it for one.
Well, I did.
Oh.
Well, the front end. He has the back end. I have the front end.
Oh,
right.
okay.
I built the display for them. But
But if the back end isn't working, and it was his job to take care of, then again, that is.
Yeah. So he's asking, hey, can you make this change to this report? The safety manager is. It's like, I mean, I'll get to it when I get to it. I'm not prioritizing this. Like, this is not a priority for me.
Maybe if they can tell their guy to get on it.
I mean, even if everything was working perfectly fine, I would not be prioritizing his requests because I have a lot more pressing deliverables for people that I'm actually accountable to.
Well, why are you doing their work? If they're not.
Because I've been asked to do the reports and stuff, but I don't get thanked for I don't get any benefit out of doing the reports. I don't know if I'm explaining it properly, but I'm not accountable to them for these, to make these changes.
Did your boss ask you to do the work?
He has not yet. But like, I mean, if the safety manager went and asked my boss, he'd be like, yeah, I mean, we'll put it on this plate. But he would also be aligned that, yeah, that's not a high priority. Like, I've got a lot of things on my plate. I do not need more nonsense. I told my boss, you know, they're rolling out new safety metric this year, so they're gonna ask me to build this new report for them because they need new metrics and stuff. Like, that's gonna be hours and hours and hours. So just remember that when we're setting goals and stuff, that I'm gonna be tied up in stupid non-value added nonsense.
Did you actually call it stupid non-value added stuff?
Maybe not in as many words, but he understands how I feel. Like,
does he share your sentiment?
Yes, he does not like that we got tasked, that our group got tasked with being, we're the data people. No, we're the factory automation people. We do PLC.
Right, no, that's different.
Stupid.
Data is what's her face's job.
She quit.
Right. What? I should have said was.
Yes, but she was in our organization. But we never got her job back. We never, we never got that job posting back. It was just, Right. So we've had to absorb all those responsibilities.
For the rest of you. Well, then that sounds like a conversation for whoever is hiring.
Yeah, unfortunately, it doesn't work as nicely as that would make it. As it doesn't work nicely like that, Because the person that does the hiring is, corporate.
Aware that, hey, we're actually feeling the loss, the lack of this job in our team.
Oh, we definitely are feeling it. It was part of the strategic elimination of unneeded positions. I mean,
it's not that unneeded, guys. There we go. I hate that tree well.
And then I discovered that our new product that we're bringing in, we're building an EU compliant we're building an EU compliant product, which has different regulatory requirements than the EPA is concerned, which would be America,
Yeah.
So we have one engine for our EU product line and one engine for our EPA product line.
Yeah.
And obviously, compliance is it's very important that they get built correctly and have documentation, all these things.
Certainly.
Well, whoever designed the spec for the engine did not specify that they need to have distinguishable serial numbers.
Okay.
So we have engines from the supplier, and they have the same serial number format. At the EPA engines are XYZ 123, 1234, 123, 1235, 1236. While the EU ones are also XYZ 1236, 1237. I mean, they don't overlap. You have unique serials, but they're all sequential. But there's no our EPA ones start with ABC, and our EU ones start with XYZ. No. So that'll be fine for our limited production build, and I'll identify it as a problem. But it's going to be an actual problem come actual production.
Right. Especially if someone doesn't get on that.
Well, if someone doesn't get on it, we're just not going to build units. If we don't have a control plan, we will not be able to manufacture. And I'm sure somehow it's going to be my problem. So, hooray.
Yes, because the person that notices it, of course.
Well, noticing it is half the battle.
No, I just meant, if you notice it.
Yeah.
Like, it becomes your
Finders
circus and your
keepers.
monkeys. Yeah, finders keepers, exactly.
I don't like this.
You're like, I'm gonna start wearing a blindfold to work.
I'm just gonna stay in my lane and let other people discover issues. But
Yeah,
problem is, I'm
except-
too good of an employee to do that.
Well, the other problem with that is then it's going to become an issue that does affect you.
Well,
And you're gonna be like, why didn't I just address this when I noticed it?
well, at the very least, it's gonna be an issue that affects my bottom line. Like, we lost millions of dollars because we weren't able to meet our commitments, and thus didn't get a raise again.
Again.
So.
Your infant son was a criminal.
I don't think infants can be held accountable, so they really can't be criminals. Yeah, but like in order to be a criminal, you have to be criminally liable, right? A junior criminal, maybe?
I would accept junior criminal. As long as you agree that he's still a criminal.
Well, what was his crime? Are you coming back? Okay. Just curious.
see. Set it on for 15 minutes. It's a problem.
You should just name them the same thing. I think you can alias Alexa. Can you not?
Only, like, there are, you can call it Alexa, Echo, or computer.
Really?
Yeah.
What if I want it to be Jarvis?
That would be pretty sick.
What that? I bet that would sell.
Hmm?
I bet that would sell.
Yes, as a ability. Absolutely. You
So
might be able to
they need
download
to-
that as a skill now, but it certainly wasn't available as a function.
They need to pay me for these ideas.
They
I know they're
could.
listening,
You're
so
a good idea, guy. What?
I know they're listening, so.
Right. Yeah. Just wait. It'll be a couple months, and
Just in
your
time for the new
Alexa
Avengers.
features option. Yeah, exactly. It's been updated. Did you see? I sent you. What is on my hand? Why does it smell like that?
What does it smell like?
I don't know. It smells sweet, and my hand is sticky.
Well, it's probably the onions or something over there that you're cooking.
It could.
Sweet potatoes.
Yes, but I didn't touch any of those things with my bare hands.
Not intentionally.
Plus, I have touched the sweet potato with my bare hands.
Mm.
The only thing it could be is if there's something on the garlic, like the canned garlic. Because I touched the canned garlic.
Well, you know where to start your investigation.
Probably. Oh, did you see that I sent you? They are bringing Cars back into theaters for its 20th anniversary.
I don't know that I did see that. No.
Warren Johnson's week as it started Thursday, September 3rd.
Nice.
I thought.
I don't know that Matthew would sit through that.
Through Cars?
He's a very distractible young boy.
I think if anything, that would be the movie that he does.
That's fair. And at least we know what it is.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. No, I wouldn't. I can't take him to see anything new like this.
Except Christian.
And we're leaving. All right. I thought it was cool that we found the caterpillar. I wanted to bring it inside so that the kids could watch it a little bit.
Yeah, very cool.
I thought it was a good second episode after the kids watching the butterfly come out of the chrysalis.
Good follow-up.
Yes.
Sequel.
Oh no. A sobbing child.
I don't hear a sobbing child. I don't.
There was a sob.
Was there?
It has ceased.
That's very tragic.
Anyway.
Oh no. Anyways.
Oh no. Anyway. of the emblems before they burn.
Spoiler alert.
They better not
They're
already.
burning
be burning.
actively.
What?
They're burning actively. Am I a withered?